because guys, I have a 1 p.m. Central Time appearance tomorrow on the fucking Alex Jones show.
Oh, damn.
That's right. Me and Alex are going to be out here crushing globalists, beating up the global homo fascists and the vampire goblins. We're going to be, that's right. So 1 p.m. Central Time tomorrow on the fucking Alex Jones show with Alex Jones. We're going to be, I cannot wait to talk to this man. I've been waiting forever. So
the frogs will be late and gay.
we will turn the fucking frogs gayer than
Nick's putting chemicals in the water.
Gayer than that. I don't even know. I don't even know how gay they're gonna get.
FBI agent. I never knew his name till he sued me. Never talked about him. We never talked about him. Didn't even know who he was. He wants $550 million. I don't even know who the guy is.
Right. I can't figure out what damages that guy suffered. First of all, the biggest damage is I saw that guy's picture. I mean, I think that was more damaging to him than anything else. Frankly, it's a sad estate for an FBI agent.
Yeah, he looks like a little kid dressed up for Army.
He really does. It was kind of embarrassing, if you ask me. But no, the whole thing is just it's a huge blow to free speech, and it's a pulse check on our country. We have this Constitution that says no, we get to speak freely, we get to voice opinions, even if other people don't like them. Those opinions can be popular or unpopular. They can be dangerous. They can be safe, and we have to protect all of them. Where do we get our rights if they're recognized by the Constitution, but they're just snuffed out by a judge with an agenda?
All right, well-known lawyer Nick Rekieta. Developments in the ongoing escalations in Ukraine and around the world with cyber attacks. We'll be covering with your phone call starting the next hour. But Nick Rekieta, I wanted to get back to what you were saying before the break.
Well, my view, Alex, is as the pendulum gets to the end, that's when we see that power is at its maximum, and that's the scariest point. That's when these places are going to lash out hard. Bannings are going to increase and ramp up. And that's when hopefully the tide will turn after that. But it's going to be a bloodbath on the way to it. Some of these, really, the only thing saving us, in my opinion, is places like InfoWars, and then independent commentators and journalists all across basically everywhere. But more and more places are cropping up, places like Rumble, places like Odyssey, to allow us to actually get the message out. And that message cannot be stopped forever. We should not be listening to 5 different voices that all have the same opinion and only approved opinions apply. So as long as we keep building that and people keep supporting that independence, I think we actually have a shot of turning this thing around.
But Elon Musk has done some things I didn't like, but he's moving in a direction I really like. And his internal text messages just came out on this Twitter deal, as you know, as a lawyer. You probably read them. He's anti-censorship. He's anti-authoritarian.
The free speech stuff does need to be, it's free speech within the context of the law. So it's not, I'm definitely not suggesting that we, just flout the law, because we'll get shut down in that case. There's freedom of speech and freedom of reach. And, freedom of speech is one thing, because like anyone could just go into the middle of Times Square right now and say anything they want. They could just walk into the middle of Times Square and deny the Holocaust. Okay, you can't stop them. They will just do that. But that doesn't mean that needs to be promoted to. That doesn't mean that needs to be promoted to millions of people. So I think people should be allowed to say, pretty outrageous things that are within the bounds of the law, but then they don't, it doesn't get amplified. It doesn't get, a ton of reach.
Your take on Elon Musk?
Look, my take on Elon Musk is him buying Twitter would be one of the funniest things I can imagine, and Twitter can't possibly be worse than it is. My view, Twitter is one of the absolute worst websites in existence for mental health. It's one of the worst websites in existence for the spread of information.
It's a cyber re-education camp.
It is, and it's also just a haven of pedophilia and child pornography. And it's frankly disgusting how bad Twitter is at removing that stuff. And when I don't know if you know, there's a case that's been going on for a while against them of a kid who reported to Twitter that his video was basically taken from him. He was catfished, and then it was uploaded to Twitter, and they said it didn't violate their terms of service. He presented his identification showing that he was under 18 years old. His mom did. It took them getting a police report, and this thing just sat up on Twitter for days and days and days while this kid was being exploited. And now they're trying to say that was all just fine. That's how they run their website, and that's okay. But you say one wrong thing about COVID, or you say one wrong thing about the wrong government official, and you're off Twitter for the rest of your life.
And let's be clear about what you just said. There's thousands of cases and hundreds of lawsuits. If you criticize open borders, you're banned. If you criticize lockdowns, you're banned. If you criticize the poison shot, you're banned. If you're the Surgeon General of Florida, they try to ban you. But if you're promoting pedophilia, transgenderism, drag queen story time, you're totally protected. So they're not just accidentally protecting this. This is a company value.
Yeah, it seems to be. And we've started to notice this through a lot of the big tech companies. It seems like their coding divisions, their development divisions, and their human resources divisions are all staffed with people of the same sort of idea. And so
pedo friendly.
Right, exactly. And it doesn't really matter what the top levels of these companies are doing, because the operational function is all of the same mindset. And I almost think that some of the executives at these companies don't have that much idea of what's going on, but they're fine with it, but they don't really like get involved too much day to day. But they just
I was talking to a well-known person that's at Spotify, and he told me more than what was just in the news. Something like 70% of the coders at Spotify are transgender, and they won't let you get a job there unless you are. So it's a cult.
Right.
That we're bringing back commercial-free podcasting. We've already been doing it once a week. It's got about 2 million views. I want to invite you on to do an hour commercial-free. You can send us all your points, clips you want to play. Love to have you part of the show. Really appreciate you. About a 2-minute closing comment.
Well, first, thank you. I'm flattered, and I would love to. Second of all, my closing comment is to you and to the audiences out there: stay strong, keep speaking your mind, never live under the boot of anybody. Your opinions are yours. It's the last thing. They can never take away what you think, what you believe, and what you say. You can be punished for it, and sometimes you will. You should always speak prudently, but you should always speak boldly in that prudence. Know that there are so many people out there fighting for freedom and fighting for you, and there's way more than you think that are on your side.
That's perfectly said. Nick Rekieta, thank you so much for joining us today. People can find your great work at obviously RekietaLaw.locals.com, and they can also find you a lot of other great places. So God bless you, and thanks for spending time with us.
I am feeling the effects of masculinity right now. I feel the testosterone. I want to go to war. I want a lightsaber! I'm a man!